Okay? A lot of people go to talk about
Vargas.
the home run.
Yeah.
But nobody go to talk about Benintendi.
Yeah.
Okay? Benintendi, you expect that, I expect that from the Acuna, Atanashi, my draft, who else out there? Rookie.
Tristan Peters could do it. Derek Hill could do it.
But I never thought, nobody thought Benintendi is going to score that run. If Benintendi not score that run, that means this home run never will happen.
Yeah.
Tremendous job by Benintendi because he made that play good. That play look good when he wasn't.
Yeah.
He wasn't good play, but in the meanwhile, heads up play by Benintendi, heads up play by the third base coach. Be aware for that play. And
Justin Churchill, props to him.
Great. Although we got to talk about Benintendi, obviously because the home run is the home run is huge. But Benintendi running the base was outstanding.
White Sox are 30-27 on the season. This is their high water mark for the year. They haven't been 3 games over since 2022. They have a plus run differential. The Tigers are now 0-5 in extra innings. And you just see, what's the difference between a winning season and a losing season? What had happened so many times the last few years, the Sox would lose close games all the time. They'd give away leads late and lose the game. And we are seeing just the whole thing just flip this year. They're taking games away. They're not losing games. They're winning them. And they're doing it against all parties, all teams, good teams, bad teams, mediocre teams.
I prefer the bullpen did a tremendous job. Thank you.
Yeah.
And the bullpen, keep them in 2-run lead. Then obviously when you got the goes wrong into second base, anything can happen. But the bullpen hold on very well, and they only got 4 hits.
Yeah.
4 hits. 2. One is a big one with a guy on base. And
the Tigers got 4 hits.
Yeah, 4 hits. They have 10. But I thought the bullpen did a tremendous job also.
All right, we are going to get word, hopefully, while we're on the show here with an update about Murakami Murakami. As you see the standings here, the Guardians won again, and the Tigers are 8.5 behind the White Sox right now. And by the way, a 3.5 game lead over the Twins right now. I know we're in May, but that's a nice little cushion you see from them. All right, let's show you what happened with Murakami Murakami. Third inning, hits a ground ball to second base, and he was trying to prevent a double play, and this is so White Sox right now. He's running hard to break this up, and he does break it up, and it would lead to a run, but he hurt his hamstring on the play. He left the game with right hamstring tightness. What do you see here?
I hope it's his tightness. What I see, a real good baseball right there. Look at him. He's lead the league in home run. He's lead the team in home run. With turning all the song, he run the base like that, just to a ground ball, double play, and got here like that. Well, it's just that's the way he's been playing like that all along. Play the right way. Hopefully, just tightness. The soon they come out, I say, I don't care what it is.
Yeah.
Get him out of there. And hopefully this team, because when the tightness last couple of days, and hamstring pull, they're going to take a little while.
Yeah, the only thing that I can go on is that at least he could walk off. He was not helped off the field, so maybe it's not as severe. Let's hear from Will Venable. Brooke Fletcher had a chance to speak with Will just a short time ago. This is brought to you by the Illinois Lottery. It's our game report.
Well, I asked Miguel this after the game, what was going through his mind, but what was going through your mind when he stepped into the box?
That I was hoping that he was going to do exactly what he did. Miguel's going to have a good at-bat there. And I don't know if it was a changeup or curveball or some kind of off-speed pitch, but obviously did a great job.
The walk-off here tonight, but just even off the field, just how have you seen him grow into the leader and somebody that this group can really depend on?
Yeah, well, he does everything the right way. He's a great guy. He's a leader in the clubhouse, the way he goes about his business. He's a guy that sets the expectation, holds everyone accountable to that, really by the way he goes out and handles his business every day.
Just overall, this team, they're never quitting. They're never out of these games. Just what does that say about the resiliency of this group?
Yeah, it's great. These guys, really from day one, we've been talking about they continue to play. And today was another great example. The crowd stayed in it, which was awesome. Friday night crowd and the city connects. So, it was a great night.
Yeah, the energy was electric. And I'm asking because of the importance he is to this team. And I know everybody's wondering, Mune, do you have an update on him?
Yeah, it's going to be a couple of weeks here, just a hamstring strain. So we'll continue to get him evaluated tomorrow. We'll do some imaging and we'll see what we got.
Thanks, Will.
Thank you.
All right, the fireworks just ended. They were so loud I couldn't even hear what Will said. but it sounds like he said he might be out a couple of weeks.
We don't hear anything. We don't.
That's
hear
what Morris, our producer, said in my ear. We could not hear anything that he said.
A couple of weeks, then he's not tight.
Yeah,
it's something. He's a hamstring, pull hamstring. And the grades, I don't know, is it going to be 1, 2, 3 now? They're saying that.
Yeah.
Hopefully, well, they have to learn how to play without him.
Yeah.
They don't have any choice.
They did here tonight.
Player got to step it up.
Yeah.
That player got to step it up, and I also see Montgomery. Kind of twitches his back, go back and forth. Sitting a lot, but when you sitting up here and you watch him moving around shortstop, it's something about him also in the
that happened right after the Murakami play, but he stayed in the game the whole game. Listen, I think he's okay. He took the Gatorade bucket with my drop and he poured water on Vargas, so I think Montgomery's okay, but it was something to watch for sure because we watched it happen on TV. All right, so Murakami. Let's show you. He beat out that play. This led to a run because your next batter was the hero of the game, Miguel Vargas, with a double here that got the Sox. They were down 2-0, and we've seen so many times this season they trail in a game and they come back. Luis Angel Acuna was on first base for Murakami, and he scores. That's the 9th double season for Vargas. The Sox are down 2-1.
By the way, a lot of people see the home run about Vargas to win the game. Excited. Okay, how about this? Murakami got hurt. They put up all the song. We scored from first base to home plate. If Murakami was out or double play, that nobody be on base, and that the inning is over. And now watch this. Just because he beat up that double play on first base, that run score for them.
Right. And the way I interpret what you're saying is that this is a team that has so many parts to it, so many parts that are leading to a win. Murakami's hurt, and that is awful for the Sox, but you got to bring somebody in, and it's somebody who isn't just going from station to station. It's Luis Angel Acuna. Is able to score a run. That was a big run in the game. There wouldn't be extra innings if it wasn't for that.
Yeah, that's one thing about it. Obviously, I'd rather have big Murakami.
Of course.
That double play, but hey, that's part of the game. I love the way because he got hurt because he played the game the right way. He played the game the way people should be playing the game, and unfortunately he got hurt.
All right, so the White Sox were 0 for 13 with runners in scoring position up until the last pitch of the game. They had a lot of scoring chances. Troy Melton was on the mound for the Tigers. He'd only started 5 games entering tonight. Sox had a bunch of chances but couldn't produce with runners in scoring position. And, I was thinking before Vargas hit the walk-off, is there some kind of Mune effect here? Or was it just the fact that Melton was pitching good in these situations? This was almost a hit with a runner in scoring position.
Melton threw the ball good. Well, if they think about Mooney, Mooney going to be Mooney be out of the lineup for a few weeks, they're going to affect them. Then they better pack it in and go home.
Right.
Because, obviously.
That's not this team.
Obviously, this is a good piece of the ball club. But when they're not playing with the big pieces of the ball club, hey, everybody has to contribute. Step it up a notch in your game. Get better bat and try to survive when he's not around.
All right, so the Sox were held to 1 run going to the bottom of the 9th. And the Tigers, they have really been hit by the injury bug. There are guys from Skubal to Javi Baez to Kerry Carpenter. Gleyber Torres is hurt. And then right before this game, we find out that Kenley Jansen, the Tigers closer, who's actually been struggling with a high ERA, has lost a few games, he's on the injured list. So what would happen in the 9th? Bottom of the 9th, Sox down 2-1. Kyle Finnegan comes into the game, a 1.75 ERA, a lot of walks, not many strikeouts in 25 innings. It's tonight's difference maker, brought to you by St. Xavier University. So there's 1 out. Pitching in the 8th is one thing. Pitching in the 9th, trying to get a save is another. And that's Andrew Benintendi with a single to right. And then Tristan Peters, Ozzy, he's batting over 300 in his last 30 games. Here's a single by him.
It's a funny thing about it because this man, man, his biggest hit, be honest, is with the game on the line. He's always do something with the game on the line. It could be a scoring run, get a base hit, make a play in the outfield. It has been very clutch for the White Sox.
Tarps off everywhere in the ballpark, and then this is the play you talked about. What'd you see here? What happened?
I don't really like it. By the way, the third base, the pitcher never turned to see where Benintendi was. I just look at it, even turn. Benintendi was halfway in the line, and he just grabbed the ball, throw it first without checking him out, and Benintendi go ahead, play, make some play, score.
Yeah,
look at this.
Yeah, my guess is that he just forgot about the guy at third. I really think that.
Well, Rico, when you go to bunt the ball with a man on third base, drag the ball to second base.
Drag it to second, get it on the other side.
Make the first base or second base try to get that, make that play.
Yeah. So there's Vassell, the magical wand doing the job, and then this is a great play by Spencer Torkelson. They almost won the game here.
Yeah, where did Vassell when that happened? He should be doing the magic. Magic no work for Vassell at that moment. That game was over, right? They hit the ball very well.
Yeah, so much happened with that one play. So Benny was in no man's land. There was nobody at that point at third base. But Finnegan could have walked him or ran him back to third, and he wouldn't have scored. That would have been the move by Finnegan in that situation.
Well, the shortstop should be moving back
but he wasn't anywhere near it.
But third base, but they even look at it. He looked and he threw the ball, and it's a veteran move right there. By
Benny.
Benny just like, how long? They gonna say, okay, I got a chance. And he take a chance. He make it, but it was a very, very good veteran move because not that many people. Most of the people will come back to third base and say, hey, I'm safe here.
Yeah.
I'm safe here. But other some,
you don't want to make that would have been the third out.
Great job of be aware the pitcher won't right straight up to first base.
That's such a little thing.
Second.
That was this big. It was massive. Okay, we go to the 10th. Top of the 10th. The ghost runner's on base for the Tigers. Zach McKinstry. They decided in essentially go for the tie here. That's a bunt that's going to get the runner to third. And then Zach Short, a sac fly to right. This scores the go-ahead run. It's 3-2 Tigers. What do you think about their execution and their plan here in the 10th?
A lot of people don't like the bunt, but I always say, especially when you're on the road, people be like, why is bunt the ball? Well, to win the game, you got to tie it. And I think they go there.
I'm with you on that. That's how I always feel when I watch this. Yeah. People are saying you got to go for the win on the road. I'm like, just get a run and try to keep the guy or their team from scoring in the 10th. That's what I would do.
I think right now the Tigers bullpen is being pretty solid. And then I said, you know what? Yeah, if I don't tie the game, how am I going to win it? You tie the game. Hopefully something happen. That happened to us. Mm-hmm. We had men on second base. Tanashi strike out. Then we got lucky, everything happened.
Yeah, if you look at I hate to say the word, analytics, if you look at the analytics, it probably says for you to not do the bunt and just to go for the win. But this is where analytics, I don't want to get in this big conversation about it, but you also have to know who's on the mound, who do we have, who's on our team, who's where you are in the lineup.
I understand.
You know, then that's why that's probably why Hinch, who by the way is so into analytics, why he decided, you know what, let's get the bunt, let's get a run and see what happens.
Same way we will. When I see Will, bunt without the Nash, I say, well, you know why? This kid's got a lot of ability. The worst thing can happen to us right now, hit a ground ball to second base. That's why I'm not going to put the ball down.
Yeah.
The kids is striking out, put himself against the wall, and on the song, everything, good things start happening for the White Sox.
All right, let's go to the 10th. Okay, so Drew Anderson's on for the Tigers. And Sox have a ghost runner at second. This did not start out well for the Sox. There's a strikeout by Antonacci, who's been so solid this year. Derek Hill. All right, this is looking terrible. The ghost runner still on second. There's 2 outs. And this leads to our Yingling Flight play of the game, Miguel freaking Vargas. Is this clutch or what? This is, bam, 91-mile-an-hour changeup. He knew it. He crushed it. Game over. What a win for the Sox. I was about to say this is the biggest, most dramatic win of the season. There have been a few of these.
Oh, the Cubs. Everybody will remember.
Everybody
going to remember the Cubs. But, you know what I mean? I just put in my notes here. Miguel Vargas. Clutch, clutch, clutch. A clutch guy. Clutch is not mean just hitting. Clutch means stolen bases, run the bases. Clutch when you need to make the big play in the field. And these kids have been doing all that through the year for the White Sox.
You know, about a month ago, I said on a radio station, I said the rebuild is over. Was over. And people were like, it's not over. This is wrong. This is wrong. They got to get this. They're not there yet. It's over. It's time to win. What are they winning? I don't know. But this is winning baseball. That rebuild thing is over. Enjoy it. Have fun because the Sox are having fun. And the White Sox fans, you should have some fun too.
Well, it's just one thing about it. As you know, the rebuild is still young play. But when you bring 3 guys to help, including Murakami and Dominguez, that means that's 2 big help they need to do. And those guys come from another ball clubs help, and then they bring veteran players to help them to get what they want to be. But I think everybody, in the end of the day, everybody contribute to those days. That means when you bring the guys, you spend money with Murakami, you spend money with Dominguez, you put yourself in a better position for the new season.
Yeah, I mean, is this a finished product? Is it ready to win the World Series? Probably not. But, there's a rebuild where you, basically cut it down to the studs and you build something. This is what they're building or have built. And they keep winning games and finding ways to win in all sorts of ways. Miguel Vargas was the big winner here tonight. Let's hear from Miguel Vargas in the clubhouse.
What's your first thought on connection there? You knew it was gone, obviously.
Yeah, I know. A lot of emotion happened out there in those couple seconds. I want to run. I want to enjoy with the team, and it's a big win for us. This team has been, battle the whole game, all the season, and when we see this type of result, is useful us the whole season, and it's great to have the result tonight.
Do you think home run in that situation? I mean, with 2 outs, and you guys had to move the guy off second, you had to move her up up here. Are you thinking that?
Since Muna wasn't in the game, I have to step up and take that, power hitter guy. Not just kidding. I just try to, drive the runner and, put the team in the position where we can win the game. And, I got lucky. I get the right pitch and I put a good swing on it, and, we got a good result.
It's usually more than luck. You're on deck. You're watching him pitch the previous hitter. Are you seeing that, the knuckle curve, and are you hoping that maybe you can get one to hang?
Yeah, of course. I see the whole about when he faced Derek. I see a lot of breaking balls out there, and then I was thinking about that. Just see a good piece of hit and be able to drive to center field and score a run and move from there. But it's that type of swing where you put it out there and you get right the ball and the result.
You guys have had a lot of comeback wins this year. At a certain point, do you start to feel like even when you're down late that you can take control of the game?
Yeah, 100%. I think the pitching staff is obviously part of that. They keep me in the game every inning. The bullpen starting pitcher, they did a great job to keep us in the game, and we be able to take the lead after. And I think the whole offense has been great the whole season. Batted from the first hitter to the 9, and I think that brings us to a good position every game.
You guys moved to 3 over 500. That's your high water mark. Do you think about how good this team can be, throughout the rest of the season?
I said that early in the season. Probably a lot of people doesn't believe, but I think the clubhouse did believe in that, and I think we put that on the stadium, on the field every day, and now it's just full us in a lot of confidence, and I think we're in the right direction.
What's it like playing in front of these big crowds now?
It means a lot. I think, we all feel the support. Today, even we down the, all 9 innings, and they stay in the field and the stadium. And that means a lot for us. That means they want to win, and they want to see us winning games. And, for us, see them and stay there and, giving the support every night is unbelievable.
Just the emotion in this game.
Wait, sorry.
You're considered a leader on this team, but so is Mune in his own way. When he goes down, do you feel a sense or an extra sense of responsibility to step up?
Obviously, I think it's the whole group. The whole group is on the same page. We know the big piece that Mune is for the team and all what he brings for the team. And, I think we all stay together. And, obviously he stayed there, and, he was the first one in the clubhouse waiting for everyone. And, when you see that, it's bring the group more together and closer. And, I think we all gotta support him, and hopefully it's nothing bad, and just be back in the field soon.
Like you're saying, just the emotion of this game. You see him go down, their pitcher shutting you down for a bit. You claw back and you tie it. Then you launch one there. The emotional swing of this game, was it one of the most emotional games you played in? In terms of going from kind of like, not good to...
Yeah, obviously, especially playing at home. I know we all know how important is play at home and how important is this division games. And, I think we got our goal very clear today, and it was to win the game. You can see, during the game we got a couple, running on base, and we couldn't make the job done. But, we stay in the fight, and we got a good result after that.
Did you talk with Mune already?
Huh?
Did you talk with him?
With Mune? Yeah, I don't talk too much. He just was congratulating me. But yeah, hopefully I'll go back there and talk to him a little more.
Oye, Miguel, te quiero preguntar.
All right, great stuff there from Miguel Vargas. He said that after he won the game and they all went into the clubhouse, who was there greeting the team? It was Munetaka Murakami, who, if you're just tuning in, Brooke Fletcher was talking to Will Venable, and he said he's going to be out a couple of weeks. I looked at the schedule. 2 weeks from tonight, the White Sox are hosting Shohei Ohtani and the Dodgers. So let's hope he's back by then. The healing power of maybe Vargas' magical wand can get him back in time for
Well,
that
you know,
series.
I always worry about his hamstring, special days. Everybody see what happened to Teal. Teal got a hamstring problem for almost 2 months. Then go back to rehab assignment. He got hurt. He walked off the field.
Yeah.
He walked off the field. He couldn't walk back.
Yeah.
And that's one thing I'm not a negative about it. I hope that's it. You know, it's not take longer than that.
All right, well, the White Sox are now 9-3 against the Central. The Tigers 4-12 against the AL Central. It has been a nightmare season for them. Coming up here on the show, more from Will Venable on Munetaka Murakami's injury. Jacob Gonzalez hit another homer in AAA tonight. Could he be coming to the majors for Murakami? It certainly feels like it. I'll explain. And we have an edition of What Did Chuck Find? A viral sensation was here at the ballpark here tonight, and we met her.
What, the lady?
The lady. Oh, she did something that went all over the globe a few years ago. A video viral sensation that you need to watch. You've probably seen it before, but you need to see it again. That and more next.